7th. That has kind of summed up the season this season. 7th has been where we've seemed to have been for let's have a look actually. We are a 7th to 5th place side. I'll say it now and I'll say it proud. It's been very consistent. I will say it's getting very, very tight. Welcome back, viewers, to Thames FC with me, Dr. Ben GFL. I'm just perusing over my league form. 14 wins this season, 11 defeats with 9 draws in there. 51 points, the same as Blackburn. Sunderland, Spurs just behind us on 50, and then Everton away behind, 6 points behind. Doesn't look like they're going to catch us with only 4 Premier League games to go, but of course today you're here for the semi-final of the FA Cup, and we'll get to that in just a moment. We also play a game coming up very, very shortly. You'll see it here. Then Liverpool after that. That should be a test with Wolves, Manchester United, and Chelsea all to come too. It's gonna be tough. But let's have a little look then. What happened since we last met? Well, interestingly, after that commentary replay result, a lot of people are interested to why we didn't just have extra time in that. I just think it's the database because it's custom. It doesn't register that necessarily. I didn't know until now, I'll put it that way. Newcastle, a 3-1 win. Bob got 2. Sommer on the score sheet as well after he scored against Coventry. I kept Bob in there, and he got another one against Arsenal. 2-1 defeat, though, a little bit disappointing. And then finally, a barnstormer, a 3-5, a 5-3. Ben-Hur getting a couple, Obrenick on the score sheet, but we conceded 5 goals against Blackburn, who you've just seen are very close to us in the league table, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. And now then, Leicester in the FA Cup semi-final, knowing that if we win this game today, then this could be a real chance at a trophy. Liverpool and Sunderland are the teams there, again, teams relatively close to us in the league table, but get through this, Championship Leicester, and we'll be in the final of the FA Cup for the first time in the history of Thames, and wouldn't that be nice? So team-wise, this is what we're working with, and I'm going pretty serious, I guess it would be the phrase I'd use. Ortiz will be in goal for this one. We've got Ike at right back, Antonio Insigne in the centre, and Pierre at left back. Hadlam and Velasco in the centre, with Willems behind Ben-Hur. Rowney, though, on one side, because since he's come in, you can see there, 7.39. Since he's come into the team, he's played really, really well. 5 assists in 7 games. And, yeah, I mean, impressive stuff from him. High average rating, playing well, good performances. Franklin, we welcome back in on that right-hand side. Haven't seen too much of him recently after injury. And Ben-Hur will be, of course, up top through the middle. And let's see then, can we do the business? Can we get through against Leicester? A very strong bench for us as well. Casemiro, Van den Bosch, Sarman's there as well. Casper, Obrenick, it's very, very strong. The fact that people like Katie and whatnot don't even get onto the bench says a lot. So we should be in good shape today. Let's get it. I'm sort of quietly confident. I think to play a championship side in a cup semi-final, you've got to be back in the Prem side, especially a Prem side that are in relatively good positioning, relatively. Right, there's the Leicester side then. Conway up front. Derek Conway is the one that we potentially will have to look out for. Looks pretty decent. Hasn't got that many goals for the Championship this season, actually. He's on the peripheries a little bit. Ellis next to him, though. Jason Ellis. Again, not a massively good season. I don't know. Are they playing a weakened side? I don't know what's going on. All right, let's get at them a little bit. I certainly say you deserve to be in the final. Now go make it happen. I want them to feel like this is theirs and they've got to go and get it. Okay, here we go then. Shooting from left to right in this first half. We are in the white, they're in the darker blue. And it's a chance at a cup final. I mean, this is the first time we've had this opportunity. Let's not throw it away, boys. Ben-Hur on it now into Haladum, and we're starting the game very positively. Rowney on the left-hand side, been causing problems for an age. Of course, he played so many balls into Ben-Hur one season, in which Ben-Hur got a lot of goals. So that connection is already there. It's pre-existing, which I do quite like. Rowney again into Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur tackled on the edge of the box, though, and the ball cleared. And Leicester maybe with a chance to break, actually. It looked like some good possession from us. Nice controlled play as well. My word, he left that defender in the dust. Ortiz with a great save. Leicester should arguably be 1-0 up there. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Insigne. He was just left standing. Free kick. Ike to play it into the area. Franklin rises, but he's not the tallest. And I mean, it's not really the right target to go for, if I'm being completely honest. He's like 5'5", as Dobson on the right-hand side. Again, Leicester looking pretty dangerous. Lambrou plays it in, but Antonio, cool, calm defending, played it back to Ortiz, who fires it towards Ben-Hur. And pick up, I love that. I love the fact he's called pick up. I nearly signed him at one point, and he picked him up, ironically, as we have some possession in the middle. Williams now. Can him and Ben-Hur combine? It's been a sort of a question mark over the two of them every time they've played together. Last year they were pretty good, of course. Ben-Hur was here last year. It's weird to say, wasn't it? As he drives forward, shot on goal, flipping heck, he broke the crossbar. That is a point. Ben-Hur was here with us all of last season. It was just it was like he was injured for like 6 months, and now he's back. It's a weird dynamic, I will admit. Half an hour gone though, and another free kick. Haladon to play it in towards Rowney. Velasco in space and puts it in the back of the net. A little fortunate. I thought we were going to get the penalty, actually. The way the game sort of played out there, I thought a penalty was incoming, but great touch from Velasco, and fires it into the back of the net. 3-dimensional replay on its way. Here it is. You can see here, played in. Is there a foul in the centre? Not really. It's a Leicester player that goes down, and Velasco fires it in. 1-0 Thames. Is this actually at Wembley? No, it's at Leicester. You see, It doesn't know what's going on. Free kick now. Velasco, the goal scorer. Insigne's there. Should have been 2. Unmarked header. He's got to be finishing them off. And I'm pleased for Velasco, actually. He's had a few performances this season where he's been in and out of the team. He's not really been a consistent figure. We've had Jimenez in there alongside Hudlin for most of it, but so far he's come back in as that playmaker. He's doing rather well. He did have a little whinge about it, and I just succumbed to the pressure, so well done to you. Peter Velasco. All right, team talk went well as we're straight back out for the second half. No faffing about. It's just more of the same, really. We maybe need to tighten up a little bit defensively, but I actually think we're playing pretty well as that ball goes into the hands of Ortiz. The front line needs to do a little more. So, of course, the only goal we've had so far is from that set piece. I want to see us create something a little more clear-cut. Ben-Hur had that chance, which was a bit of a half chance, really, that he managed to find a shot from. And Leicester with some possession. But this is quite good. They're not really threatening from that position as it goes in now. Conway plays the ball out wide, and we're not really closing that down at all. Ike slow to react. Ball played into the middle. Conway with a cover. That was... I'll tell you what, I hope that went down as a clear-cut chance because it felt like it was to me. I'm actually going to go on to the counter-attack. I think Leicester actually coming into the game quite well. They're a confident side. They're doing well in the Championship. I'm going to try and hit them a little bit. Franklin, Rowney and Ben-Hur all having quite quiet games. And in fact, Rowney and Franklin really aren't playing too well. So we're going to make a double change. Someone's going to go on to the left-hand side. We're going to bring on Obranek this side. And just keep them as wingers. Of course, we noticed but last time, crossing from Obranek's very, very good. And he's very quick as well. So that should work quite well. Similar situation with Sommer. Crossing not the best, but it's lethal if he gets in and around the penalty area. So let's allow that to happen. We could have brought Van den Bosch on. Recent fixtures, recent form hasn't been good. So I'm not going to have him in. Whereas Sommer, we know, can always pop up with a goal as these changes are still pending. And well, we're kind of going forward. Rowney now, is this the chance for him to make an impact on the game? It was played in. Ben-Hur, I thought he was fouled, but no, cleared away and Leicester seem to have dealt with it. A double change though, still time. If Ben-Hur doesn't improve, I'll put Sommer up top and we might bring Van den Bosch on. But so far, we're just trying to see this out. Again, counter-attacking play. We've got some pacey wide men out there now who are hopefully performing slightly better, a little bit above the levels that we saw from the previous 2. And with 6 or so minutes left to go, will we manage to get ourselves a second goal? A goal that will seal our trip to Wembley, I hope. Obranek in on goal, shot on goal, and Wigley turns it behind, but looking good from Thames still. So far, it's been quite a professional job. Well done job, I must say, as Obranek's on this corner. Where's he going to put it? He lays it off to Velasco on the edge of the box, who's going to probably give it back to him. The corner is really coming to nothing. Who saw this coming? Velasco. I mean, they don't even let you see the ball go in the area. Even the game can't be bothered anymore as Velasco puts a cross in, our free kick's chipped in, gets it back into Hudlin, and the midfield 2 combine quite neatly, but they can't lose it in there. They've been harassed by 3 players constantly. It was smart play to get it sort of out a little bit and give ourselves a little bit more time on the ball. Back into Williams now. Can we find the killer pass? We're just keeping it. I mean, there's 3 minutes to go though. The counter-attack from Leicester will scare me a little bit as Ben-Hur is on it. Into Sommer now, shot from distance over the bar, and we're going to make another change. All right, Casper's going to come on for Williams. We're just going to shore this up in the centre of the midfield. We're going to go defensive as well. I'm not going to take any chances, really, and hopefully these last 3 minutes will just fly by. I'll say this, Leicester come forward. Late in the game, played in, Antonio heads clear, and I think we've done all right with it. I mean, they're forward again here, Leicester, and that ain't going to cut it. As the time ticks away, then a goal kick from Ortiz should seal it. If the referee blows his whistle, which he does, Thames are in an FA Cup final. I'm really pleased. I'm genuinely really pleased. I think this is going to be really good fun. Our first proper chance. Well done. You're in the final. Congratulations. They should be proud of themselves. A great performance. And as I say, a professional job. It would be very easy to come to a team like Leicester, especially at Leicester, as we now know, and stumble and struggle. But it didn't seem to happen. We were cool, calm and composed throughout the game. Could have done a little bit more offensively, but the goal from Velasco sealed it, and after that I thought we managed the game really well. It's very seriously now, I've realised. I've stopped having fun almost. That was really good. As you know, to see a team that you kind of built have fun is still very enjoyable. We get £1 million for that as well, which actually is quite good to the old coffers, 26 million. Of course, our league finish is going to give us, well, hopefully double our balance based on where we are right now in the league. That's what I'm hoping. The question is, when is the other semi-final? Because, of course, we play Liverpool in 3 days' time. Now, their game is not happening until the 29th, so we won't know for a while, but we're playing Liverpool next. I guess this is a test. If we do get them, how will we fare, maybe? Right, we're going to rest the boys because most of them will probably be featuring in this upcoming game against Liverpool, so I'll see you in a couple of days. This is good. Cup run. Proper cup run. And we're actually achieving something as well. Chances are we'll go into this game, this final game of the season, as the underdogs as well, which I kind of quite like. This final isn't something we're likely to win. Of course, if we do win it, European football, which takes a little bit of pressure off the league form, but that's still to play for. Okay, then team-wise, this is kind of tricky, but I think we're going to keep it exactly the same. There's a temptation to play Casper. Every time Casper's played, he's played really well. He's on a high average rating for a player that hasn't played too much. Every time he seems to step in, he puts on quite a good performance, and we're not really getting that much out of Williams. So I'm going to drop him out and bring Casper in to play as this sort of ball-winning central midfielder just behind the front, or the middle two, I should say. And we'll just see then if these three can combine a little bit. We've got two very creative players in Velasco and Hudlum. Franklin and Rowney. Didn't see great performances out of them last time, but we'll give them another shot. Ben-Hur remains up front, and of course we've got loads of options off the bench if required. Come on, this is an interesting test. The back line are looking pretty solid these days. Everything's quite well settled. I said the back line's looking good. We conceded 5 to Blackburn literally weeks ago. All right, they're 8th in the form table. We're 13th. It's time to start improving. If we can put a really good run of form together towards the end of the season. I think that's one of my concerns for the FA Cup final, actually, is that because we played Chelsea and Manchester United final 2 games of the season, if we get battered in that or we get hurt in those games, then we're going to take that form, hopefully not, into the FA Cup final. That is my only worry, really. I think form and morale on this game are really important. If you go into those games not feeling it, we could be in a spot of bother. Anyway, this game against Liverpool, a good test. We could face them, of course, in this FA Cup final. As Franklin goes close. I paused there thinking, surely not, and then it didn't happen. It was actually a corner out to Velasco. I mean, Bender's kept it out. It should have been a goal. Oh, it's just occurred to me, next episode, we will be seeing our new stadium. That is exciting. All right, highlight at the end of this half. Franklin is very deep in this right-back position. Plays it inside to Hulloden. So far, the midfield three have kept it nice and solid. Maybe we're not quite creative enough, but that's where Ben-Hur comes into play. He's very complete as he takes on everybody. Ben-Hur, he's won himself a penalty. What a run from Ben-Hur. And at the end of the half, he's won a penalty which himself is going to take. Ben-Hur to make it 1-0 Thames against Liverpool to give us the lead in this game. Oh, my God, he's chipped it down the middle. He's chipped it. Oh, no. You could tell he chipped it because of how fast it went. Oh, flipping heck. It was an unbelievable run to win the penalty, and then well, maybe it was a dive and he feels bad. All right, assertively say, I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Look, we've got to try and be solid, compact, and make it difficult for Liverpool. Liverpool this season have had a slightly better year than some of their previous years. They're in 5th position, though. I'm sure they would have wanted slightly more. As things stand, we dropped down to 8th. Tottenham leapfrog, as I said, with 3 games to go. Chelsea, United, Wolves. It's not an easy end, is it? Casper's actually picked up a knock, which might allow us to go a little bit more attacking. Of course, we've started in this defensive system. Liverpool have made a couple of changes, and with that, we're going to make a change as well. Williams is going to come on now in his most natural position. I'm going to play him as this shadow striker in behind Ben-Hur, who I'm going to change actually to a poacher. So he's right on the last man, hopefully. Gives Williams a little bit more space, gets Ben-Hur further forward. And we'll just see. Midfield-wise, we're playing okay. Rowney maybe could improve. We'll get Van den Bosch on. Why not? Get him out on that left-hand side. And with 20 minutes to go, can we find ourselves a winner? It's been a pretty even game. Neither side, apart from the penalty, has really created a real clear-cut opportunity as Liverpool now with a free kick, a corner, to Guy, shoots over. Blimey, a decent effort. It's a temptation to go attacking it. I'm going to go final 5 minutes. Obrenek's going to come on for Ben-Hur, who we've seen very little from. And I'm going to give Obrenek his most favourite position as a centre-forward, a complete forward on attack. Another chance maybe here for Liverpool. Gonzalez, he tries to play it through. It hits Antonio, but they get the ball back. And Guy on this left-hand side, the delivery could be deadly. We'll force him all the way out, though. Very good stuff from Thames. I tell you what, we narrowed down the space, and maybe a counter-attack is in the offing. Obrenek now, he's got options in the middle, and he finds Williams. The run in the centre's there for him. He doesn't quite do it, but keeps the hold of the ball. Ball's got to come into the middle now, surely. No, back to Ike now, who plays it into Franklin. If you can lay it off once more. Penalty? No, it's cleared. Oh, I thought that was going to be a big chance for us. We retain possession, though, and it doesn't seem to me like the attack's quite over. Van den Bosch, the substitute, he's been taken out, wiped out by Christoph, and that's going to be a red card late in the game, and it gives us a free kick. Okay, so Liverpool are down to 10 men. Second yellow card for their right back, I assume he is. And now an opportunity maybe late doors? No, nothing. Didn't even get to see the free kick as the time whittles away. I've had a few results like this. I guess a draw against a team like Liverpool is not the worst thing. Like it's not a terrible result. It keeps a run of what seems to be not a horrendous form. Of course, we lost to Arsenal and we got hammered by Blackburn. But apart from that, in the last sort of 10-15 games, we've actually been okay. We've not been beaten that often. We're difficult to beat this season, I dare say. As you can see there, then should have scored the penalty. Ben-Hur a golden opportunity, but it wasn't to be this time. And it sets up now 2 fantastic final episodes of this season. I cannot wait. So there it is then, the end of the season isn't too far away, and you can see we'll probably play the Wolves game in between this episode and next, but then Manchester United and Chelsea, final episode of the season in terms of league football. We will reveal our new stadium, which we get on the 5th, we play on the 9th, so that works out perfectly, and then Wembley Stadium to face either Sunderland or Liverpool. We'll find out that next time, and I'll see you for it. If you enjoyed today's video, of course, do leave a like. If you're excited about the cut run, leave a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you later this week, 5 PM tomorrow for more. Goodbye!